Hey everybody. So I want to share something else too. This is in regards to a particular YouTube channel by the name of Bedros Koulian. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. And I have a lot of respect for him because he's actually helped motivate me in some really tough times. And he gave me it was some of his videos and his title. I don't really why. A lot of the time, this is why I really appreciate it when people put the main theme of their content in their titles, because it saves me time. And I try to do the same thing for people because I realize there's a lot of things out there to watch. There's a lot of different things you can do with your day, and I'm not trying to zap people's energies by getting them to watch my video by having clickbait in my titles. That's why instead of that, I just put the main theme of the content in my title, so people don't have to watch my videos. I try to make it so that they don't even have to watch them. They can just see the title, and that's enough. It's more efficient. Anyways, this is in concerns to Bedros Koulian. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your last name or even your first name too. But he is, like I said, he's helped me out a lot, so I have a lot of respect for him. But he mentioned something I actually watched one of his videos the other day, and he talked about being an imposter, and how, like, people who speak on things that they're not actual masters in are essentially imposters. I think I got that. I might have missed. I think that's essentially what he was saying. And to me, it's like I get what he's trying to say. Like, he's trying to say, like, don't call yourself. To me, it's just about, don't say you're a master if you're not a master. I think it's totally fine, and I actually encourage people to speak up on as many topics as especially if it's good topics for humanity, to help humanity out in a good way. I encourage people to speak about that, because even people just speaking about that, even if they don't know what they're really talking about, or even if they're not all that well informed in what they're talking about, them with the desire to help out the collective or themselves, that in itself has an energetic frequency, an energetic currency, an energetic value that's good for them and the environment that they're around. It's also inspirational, so it's good for people to speak on these things. And if you feel like you have an idea inside of yourself that might help out humanity, you could totally be right. You never know until you share it out there, until you get it out of yourselves. And so it's like and I think he also talked about how he encourages people to talk about things like, if they're going through stuff, then it's good to, to share that you're going through it, and that can be inspirational, and that you're on a learning journey and all this and that. So it's like he did kind of speak on, like, having gratitude for that, but he also talked about, like, I picked up on a tone that was like him kind of like deterring people from, speaking on things that they don't know about. And it's like, I mean, unless it's something bad that's geared in a bad way, then that's not good. And I encourage people not to speak about things that are in line with that badness. But if it's something that's going to help the collective out, like, even if you have no clue about inventions or technology or philosophy or anything, if you feel compelled in your spirit to share something that's good and coming from a good place, that's a good thing to do. And you're not an imposter. An imposter is somebody who's literally masquerading as a master when they're not a master. And that's something I don't encourage. Don't say that you're an expert at something when you're not an expert at something. Like, and I felt like this was in direct regards to my video on me sharing ideas for how to deal with this fentanyl situation in Oregon. And I'm not sure, I could totally be wrong, but that's what my intuition is telling me, that, like, he might have seen that video, and he looked in at it, and he's like, what the fuck does this dude know? He's 37 years old, living in his parents' basement. What the fuck does he know about fighting crime? And it's like, I mean, I don't have very much experience at all, but that's not the point that matters. But the point that matters is that I'm choosing as a human being to try and share, not try, that I am sharing ideas to help out this very dire situation that is in obvious need of help. If there was a system that was really working well and helping to solve this problem here in Portland, I would not be speaking on it. But the fact of the matter is there is not one, and Portland is not the only city. So it's like them taking away the bottle recycling thing is not going to help anything. Because if that were true, then we wouldn't have issues in other cities where they don't have bottle recycling. But we do. This fentanyl problem is all over the place, not just here in Portland. I mean, it's clear as day. Taking away, I mean, addicts are going to find a way to get their fucking high. It's been going on for as long as drug abuse has been going along for. So taking away bottle recycling is not going to help anything. It's actually going to hurt the climate, because that means there's going to be more litter on the ground. And there's a lot of people, good people, that literally go out and recycle cans to help perpetuate their good lives. And so by taking away this opportunity, you're taking away good people's ability to earn an income. Just because, and it's like, it's not even solving the addiction problem. These people need rehabilitation. They need help. They need a program to help steer them the right way. They need to get rid of these distributors. They need to also take away the ability to access fentanyl. It's a completely artificial fucking substance that does not come from the earth. It's been manipulated and tainted by mankind. It's 50 times stronger than heroin. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, don't you think heroin and morphine and these type of natural fucking things that God, the Most High source, gave us to use, that is enough? Okay, heroin's strong as shit. You really don't need to be making it 50 times stronger. It's just ridiculous. And that they're selling it for $1, one fucking dollar. If that would have been around when I was at my oxy phase, I'd probably be dead. Oxys used to cost $40 a fucking pill, and that was like 15 years ago. If I had been around when I was in my pill addiction phase and they would have been worth $1, I mean, fucking, that's why there's so many overdoses. There's over 100 overdoses every single, fatal overdoses every single day from fentanyl. My neighbor across the street, a young dude similar to me, had the ambulance come to his house because his dad found him in the bathtub, fucking pretty much about to drown because of fentanyl and meth. Okay, so it's like when I'm seeing people dying or almost close to dying, I've heard stories of people dying on the streets. When I see young people walking around in scrags, I'm almost barefoot in the middle of fucking winter here in Portland, Oregon, because of fentanyl, and I hear about this governor that says there's a crisis here in Oregon, yet she's really not doing anything about it to solve the root of the problem. There's multiple aspects. You got to get rid of the distribution of it, and you got to get rid of, and you also have to offer a rehabilitation program. But by cutting off access to it, ultimately cutting off access to it, not just taking away the people. See, another reason that pisses me off is I think she's doing this because she knows if you take away people's abilities to collect bottles, then they're going to be more inclined to commit more crime. So this is also why I feel like she is in league with the nefarious ones. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I don't want to have a nefarious governor in the state that I live in. I'd love to have a good governor that really cares about the people in a good way. But she's not showing evidence of that, at least to me, in regards to this particular fentanyl situation. So anyways, again, I have a lot of respect for Bedros Koulian. Sorry if I mispronounced that. So I'm not trying to perpetuate any hate. I like what he's doing. He's got a lot of good advice to say and a lot of different things. But he also, like, I just want him to be careful with, I think it'd be good for him to maybe rethink his words on imposters and like discouraging people from speaking on things. If they feel it's in their heart to speak on something good, encourage people to do that. Don't tell them that they're being an imposter or something, because you have no idea that can demotivate people from speaking on things that may save people's lives. So again, if it's something that's good, it's good to share. Even if you're not an expert, share it. You have no idea. You might say something that plants a seed in somebody else that helps something grow, and then somebody else can say something that helps somebody else grow, and it's a good crescendo effect. Is that the right word? Domino effect? I don't know. It's a good growing effect that can come from just spreading goodness. So, you know, his tone and the way he said things, to me, it left an impression of being wary on sharing things. And it's like, that's really not good. I might not be right, but I'm still sharing something that's good for humanity, that's inspirational. So as long as you're doing that, that's a good thing to do. And my hat goes off to you. It's also going to help your own creative abilities. So anyways, all right, I love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye.